Civilians are better journalists now because they have no filter, they have no approval system. They can just post anything when they want it.
What do you think about Prince's quite quickening death? Prince's death. He's going to die imminently.
What?
Prince.
I said Prince. I was like, what? Prince
Prince
is dead, mate.
Prince is long gone. Do you ever read broadsheets anymore?
I feel like the only time I've ever bought a paper recently is to get the old, football wall chart pullouts. Looking forward to doing that this summer.
Every morning my mum used to come up with a paper with a cup of tea.
That is absolutely lovely.
So I'd always know what's going on.
Print should be used creatively as opposed to for information. The internet is the most efficient way to share information.
Think how important that was a few years ago. And now we're looking at newspapers that aren't even producing a newspaper, they're just online. The Independent is like one of the most famous newspapers in the world.
Yeah.
It's not a newspaper anymore. And their online presence is, with some of the newspapers, more important to them than the circulation figures.
Would you ever suggest people advertising in their newspaper?
Yes, if you're creative. KFC did it really well. When they ran out of chicken, they said fuck in the newspaper. All the best print ads end up on social.
People are digesting content in a very different way. Now, in the newspaper, it almost was a social status, what newspaper you read. Whereas now, what website you go on, it's not something that people see, really. You're getting it also from civilians. Civilians are better journalists now, or have more tools than journalists do, because they have no filter, they have no approval system. They can just post anything when they want it.
I'm going out into the field. Any tips for digital journalists?
Well, what's the question?
What does it take to make a digital journalist in this day and age?
Anyone can be a journalist in this day and age. Everyone is a civilian journalist and they can report news as much as the next man. How about that, to kick it all off?
Good morning, digital journalist Matthew Wyatt. What do you think it takes to make it in this cutthroat world of news online?
I think it's a lot easier nowadays to get your voice shared, get people to hear what you said. Anybody with a few followers on Twitter or on Instagram, whatever social platform you choose, you can get your message out there.
I think journalism is playing catch up at the moment, and a lot of actual news reports are just talking about what people have already talked about on social. So now, if articles are pushing an agenda, they'll have a backlash on social, so everyone's kind of being a bit more careful.
I don't know, news comes from the civilians a lot. Say the news of the Australian fires, a lot of the videos and shots come from civilians. You don't follow ABC News because you know they're going to have the best coverage. You just look at Twitter. Twitter is like the aggregator of news.
You seen this? The IBG affiliate conference coming to London. If you scroll down on this page, hottest line-up in iGaming. Oh, hello, who's that fella? I'm second billing. I'd recommend that you put it in your calendar that on the 7th of February I will be talking for half an hour on influencer marketing, a realistic choice for iGaming affiliates. I mean, there's people like Georgia, they're absolutely gutted they can't get a ticket. Sick. I'm excited for it though. It's the first ever conference talk I've ever done. When I do things like this, I'm just talking to you. That's my advice to anyone. Just think it's the person behind the camera you're chatting to. It's not the hundreds of thousands of people that watch the vlog.
It's quite a daunting prospect.
It is a daunting prospect.
Makes you not want to say anything stupid.
Nah.
Friends of the vlog, Zach and Jay, have just reached 500,000 subscribers.
Very fast.
So that's why we did the core content this weekly that people love and do the viral bangers to help us grow. But we don't kind of base ourselves just off the viral bangers because it's not sustainable.
Now, this is hyperbole, don't quote me on this. They're like a new age Ant and Dec. They're a traditional double act, which you just rarely see now. And on YouTube, that's very, very rare. And they're just lovely blokes. They are just lovely, lovely blokes. We endorse Zach and Jay. The Zach and Jay Show.
Do it once more.
The Zach and Jay Show.
And again?
No.
What?
Hello.
Hi.
You can't hide from me.
Okay.
You're going somewhere with Emily Hall tomorrow.
Where am I going?
Apparently you've been told about it.
Oh Christ. Okay.
Can I come?
Oh my god.